Hello, creative friends.
Hi everyone.
Welcome to this week's episode. You are going to love it because today we're going to do some Winsor Newton magic again and show you one of the techniques that we have been experimenting with for this year's watercolor contest. If you're taking part in the contest, you still have a couple of weeks to submit your artwork. Please read the rules carefully. Make sure you use the right hashtags. Make sure you use the right colors. If you're not taking part in the contest, you can use any of your favorite colors, right? So Julia
Yeah,
will be using Venetian Red,
Venetian Red, yes.
right? But, well, any darkish
Dark color,
color,
yeah.
dark color will work for this sketch.
Yes, but I need to say that Venetian Red is a very beautiful color.
And even if you're not taking part in the contest, you
And
should
still,
definitely get it. And Julia, did you notice how well it looks with my nail polish? This is exactly the color.
yeah, the same color.
Yes. Um, so, like I said, this is one of the techniques that we have been talking about. You can check out Julia's blog. We have a post that talks about all these six colors, beautiful color combinations, both within this set of six and with other beautiful colors on Julia's palette, and plus an overview of techniques that you can use for this competition or for your sketches outside of this competition.
Yeah.
So let's start sketching.
Yeah, let's start sketching. I'm not prepared, so we will see how it will go. But it's a very fun technique, so I think it will look really great.
Okay, we'll soon find out.
We will see. Yes, yes. So we have here a male again. I think it's maybe fifth one.
This
Um,
season.
it's in male season. I mean, male season. Yeah, and it's a very, very lovely subject to draw, but also a very fun one. So what we see here is a small landscape with a mill, and let's just draw it first with a pencil, and let me see. We have here some paths, roads, something like this, and some bushes, a house somewhere in the background, and the mill itself, the windmill itself. And here the roof, and the wings. A little bit smaller. And this wooden, I don't know what it exactly, support parts. Something like this. So here it's important to see the shadows and the highlights, the lighter parts and the darker parts. So I actually just want to paint the contour first. Maybe, I don't know, we will see, we will see. So the idea of this technique is that we paint with a lighter color first, just to create the first layer. Let's put it here, for example, here, and I don't want to color it all. I think it will be more interesting if I skip some parts. The road, for example, here we have a darker color, but I don't want to paint dark at once. Just I start with with light, and later I can always make it darker. Just see how it goes. And I leave this part white for the highlight. And here we have a shadow, a dark shadow. And I paint around this lighter parts, these supporting parts. And here we have these wooden parts of the wings. Okay, now we can take a smaller brush and add a darker color, color, and we create it by using more pigment and less water. And we can also do it at once, so start with the darker color, but sometimes it's just a little bit maybe not scary, I don't want to use this word, but sometimes you just don't really know how dark it should be. So you can start, and you can also vary the shade this way, the darkness. If you paint it dark at once, then it will be all pretty much the same. So yeah, I think this is good. And here the darker color and the highlight on the middle where we have the sun, the light. And here we can add some kind of textures to make it look a little bit more interesting, because I think it's now quite boring in the foreground, so we can add some dots and lines to create this kind of texture. And it looks like there are some trees. It's difficult to see them, but I think it would be a nice thing to add them, because it creates this the sense of depth. If we add them, And we can make this part darker. So contrast creates more, adds more depth to the picture. And with a very, but with my thinnest brush, and maybe I have even a thinner one, I'm not sure. Let me see, yeah, I have a thinner one. It's number 1, and I can add the lines here. And here. Oh, and I did it on the wrong side. I drew it on the wrong side, but that's not a very big problem, I think. A shadow here with a darker color, with even a darker shade. A shadow here and here, and some shadows on this side and on these wooden parts. And just a very thin line on the left side. It's not dry yet, so the textures are a little bit too vague, but I think you get the idea. You just paint with different shades of the same color, add more darkness where the shadows are darker, and it's light, or you don't have any color, you don't use any color there where the highlights are. But it's a very, very simple but nice picture, I think. Right, Anna? I can't hear you. Yeah.
Yes, it's always fascinating to watch you sketch and create a beautiful sketch. Well, out of nothing, out of thin air, and of course some Venetian red. It is it's such a beautiful color, a gorgeous color. This one, right? And
Yeah.
I expect you'll be using it a lot more often in your sketches
Yeah,
now.
yeah, I will. I will. I'm absolutely in love with this color. So beautiful. Yeah, and also very versatile because you can make it quite dark um, and quite light and still beautiful.
All right. Thank you, Julia, for sketching with us again today.
Yeah. Thank you for
And
hosting.
I look forward to our next video. Happy sketching, guys. We'll see you soon.
Happy sketching.